Welcome back, travelers. I have not opened up Arena in ages, so we're playing Arena.
That's
I'm going to see
amazing.
what all I have to catch up on. We're going to see what decks I can build. I'm still Aurelia because I haven't played this since Ravnica was around.
Technically, Ravnica is still around. Right now, what we're doing is it's right after the banning of the Agent of Treachery and before the M21 has come out.
Oh, pets.
Completely. You have no pets. They're locked.
Puppet Jace.
And Darius Osworth Earhart the Fourth, also known as Scruffy the Janitor. So what's going to happen is that Joe wants to make a specific deck. Joe, what kind of deck do you want to make?
Do you want to make a deck revolving around the new Narset? I don't know how it's going to work with the current meta, but let's buy an Ikoria pack first.
Okay.
Stuff everybody's online for. Pack openings.
Yeah, really. Have you seen the Game Grumps pack openings?
I haven't.
He got War of the Spark Japanese and original Mirrodin packs, and he was opening those. And he packed something that he didn't. Isochron Scepter. He got an Isochron Scepter, went right past it, and looked at. I think it was like Mind Sieve or something like that. And he was like, "Oh, look at this! This is real cool." And people are like, on the chat, were like, "That's an Isochron Scepter. That's worth more than like 2 of those packs."
Let's open an Ikoria pack.
And you got a whole bunch of new stuff.
Yeah, I haven't played this game since Ravnica. Well, War of the Spark is. I got Obosh.
It's not bad.
He's the Prey Piercer.
It's not going to work in the deck you want to build, but we'll see how that goes. Okay.
Here's a look at some of the decks I have. This is reminding me of what?
This is far in the past. A bunch of old, more historic stuff, right? Now
yeah, this was Jai's great. It's basically like the red-white version of Burn.
Oh wow, that wasn't a bad not that bad.
I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. Now, the way this is going to work, and if this is successful enough, we're going to start off most episodes after this with basically jumping right into it. But Joe wants to make a Narset deck because Narset is one of his favorite planeswalkers, if not his favorite planeswalker. I'm expecting that Sorin and Nahiri fall somewhere in second and third.
Yeah. She's not in the game yet. Or I don't have. Oh no, wait, no. You can do the thing to where the show the thing with the stuff.
Yes, click those the 3 bars, the three sliding bars next to the land symbol, and you'll be able to correct. And you can put in yes. So there's Narset.
Well, I have 4 of the War of the Spark Narset.
Let's just start off with 3 and 3 of each, or unless you want to go the full 4 of, since that is the center of the deck.
Well, I clicked something and all of them got added. That's not what was supposed to happen. Oh no, it was land.
1 and you got lands.
Okay, that's right. It bounces land for you. I forgot.
Yes, it doesn't do it very well, but it does it for you.
I mean, that's pretty well. I got, 3 symbols that bounced them equally.
Yeah. Okay, so put in the other Narset, and now we're going to have to start basically just going down the list. Also, could you make it standard real quick so that we can focus on that? Okay, hit OK. Right above where it says where the Narset cards are in the deck, it says select format. Standard. Salad. Okay. So now we're in the new deck of Narset. Joe, what kind of deck do you want to make?
I don't know. What do red, blue, white players play nowadays?
Most of the time it's...
Because most of the time they don't play 3 colors.
Actually, a ton of people play 3 colors right now. And if you want to go with red, white, blue, it's mainly white, blue with splash of red.
That doesn't sound fun.
However, we can try to work around it. So we
have a fencing ace.
We could go ahead and hit the red symbol, and we'll look at the red cards first, because a lot of the good stuff is in white and blue. Another thing to take note of: how many wild cards do you actually have, and how many wild cards are you going to try and get?
How do I check that?
You see how there's a little lotus with a planeswalker symbol up next to your coins?
Yes.
A little bit higher up. 3 rares. Solid. Okay. Narset, first off, is a mythic. So you can't actually craft the Narset.
We've got a goal here.
So we already know that's happening. Okay. Sure. Go to the next page. Okay, so basically your red is going to be you trying to stave off the opponent using your more control-minded aspects.
Catharic Reunion.
No, Joe, if you want, there's a much better draw for your deck than that. So Shock is a good place to start. If we're just starting off, Shock is a great place to start. Next page.
Heartfire.
No, actually, Heartfire is too slow for this format. Go ahead and hit
mana.
Fire Prophecy. It's the second card in the second row.
Fire Prophecy.
Fire Prophecy deals 3 damage to any creature you want, and then you can choose to put a card from your hand at the bottom of the deck to draw a card. It's kind of like just a way to dig more than anything else. Now that we did that, go back to the previous page, because I just realized a card that we should have added in. That one right there. Perfect. Blitz at the Thunder Raptor. That was exactly what I wanted you to do. It deals damage to a creature or planeswalker equal to the number of instants and sorcery cards in your graveyard. And if you kill that thing, it exiles it. So,
okay,
depending on how many instant sorceries you wind up in the deck, that could be very, very good for dealing with stuff. Okay, now let's go 2 pages ahead since we already did the other one. Beautiful. Okay. I'm looking at what you got. Scorching Dragonfire, I think, is what we need to go with. Scorching Dragonfire is yet another burn spell. This one can deal 3 damage to a creature or planeswalker, and once again, it exiles it if it kills it. Okay, next page. Bonecrusher Giant is a possibility. It's going to. It's in the bottom right corner. You won't actually be able to hit him with blue Narset because he's technically a creature, but he is also a burn spell. But he's also able to function as a creature because of the adventure ability. Joe, you know how adventure works?
Yes.
Okay, good. I thought you did. Just wanted to make sure. For those that don't, adventure basically you can cast the first page, and then the creature spell goes into exile, and you can cast that creature spell later on. It's fun, but I'm not sure if it's right for the deck quite yet. Plus, it's a rare, and I've been trying to dig up uncommons and commons mostly.
I mean, I don't care about the rares and mythics. We're just signing a deck right now. If I build it, I build it.
That's true. Hit the arrow.
Hit an arrow. Meh.
Really, none of this is going to help you, I don't think. Flame Sweep or Flame Spill could be used, technically. They're on the bottom row, they're next to each other. The reason there's 2 copies is because they're just 2 different sets that happen to have the same character card. I felt some confusion there. This is basically just a little mini board wipe. It's not anything huge. And then the Flame Spill is basically just a burn spell with trample. I think is the best way to put it.
That's kind of cool.
It is pretty cool. But 3 mana, 4 damage. You're not doing as much as you could do.
We want the littler burn spells like this.
Exactly. And at this point,
and then the littlest CL set.
So now you go ahead and go to the next page. We're already hitting the higher costed cards. As you can see, we're already getting towards the latter end of the 3 mana cards. None of these are really going to help you with your strategy. The closest thing
was strategy.
That could be a strategy. Mizium Tank could be okay, but I think we should skip all the way to the 7 mana cards.
That's a lot of mana.
It is a lot of mana. That's a lot of mana. The reason I'm saying the 7 mana cards, though, perfect. Yadaro. He technically is 7 mana, but you can cycle him for 2 mana to draw a card, and if you've done it 4 times, then you're able to put in an 8/8 trample haste monster. It's beautiful. And you can't counter the cycling, so he's technically uncounterable as well if you play him the right way. So I would say either him or Chandra Awakened Inferno. The upside, of course, is being that Yadaro is a rare and not a myth. So, but Yadaro would have to be a 4 of. It would also give you a creature to play.
So should we put it in?
I would put it in. But then again, I put Yadaro in at the start of every red deck I make. If it has any red in it, Yadaro 4 of immediately. He usually gets rotated out if the deck has other uses and has things that are better. But I feel like he's just a good base creature to have. Mainly because he serves as a draw spell.
Yeah, let's try it. How many did you say to put in here?
4, the full 4, because the whole idea is that you want to be able to cycle them 4 times. Now, that was the red part of things. Now we're going to the white. We'll do white next. Now, white is pretty straightforward. You're not going to be playing instants or sorceries, really. The focus is going to be on the higher end of the spectrum. So I'll just go ahead and skip ahead. We got to get to 4 mana for Shatter the Sky. Shatter the Sky is a 4 mana board wipe. Destroys all creatures. Downside being that the opponent gets to draw a card if they have a creature with power 4 or greater.
Still not yet, or?
No, it's the next page. It should be. H-I-J-K, or next page.
Wow, there's a lot of 4 mana cards. There's a lot of white cards.
There is a lot of white cards. Elspeth is another card that you could put in, but I don't really think it would help the deck. Same thing with
I've
Wanderer.
never liked this Elspeth. I'm not going to give her my support.
There's the Shadow of the Sky. You could go 3 of, you could go 4 of. It's really your choice. I'd say 3 of, because there's another board I have in mind for later. Then there's the Wanderer, which is able to basically offset some of the burn, but really it's only going to be used against the quick, like the Cavalcade decks, and Cavalcade would kill you immediately anyway, so it wouldn't really matter. So you put the Shatters in.
So I say 3?
3 would be good. Now, after that, there's either you'd put in the Wanderer or you could put in Elspeth Conquers Death. Elspeth Conquers Death is a magnificent spell that kind of covers where the other your burn spells lack. Because your burn spells are able to get rid of the little guys. It's in the next page. It's able to kill the little guys, but Elspeth Conquers Death specifically gets rid of anything that has a converted mana cost 3 or greater. So it exiles it. It doesn't come back when the enchantment leaves play. It just permanently gets rid of the problem that you're dealing with. Then it makes it to where the opponent has to pay 2 more to be able to cast their non-creature spells. And the last ability recurs a planeswalker from your graveyard into play with an extra loyalty counter. So it's just a very, very valuable, very powerful card.
I like it.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really, really good.
I'll do it.
Okay. With that, I think that we've gotten pretty much all that we can.
Done with white? What?
What was that?
We're done with white?
I think so. We're going to go ahead and do blue now. Unless you want to add a planar cleansing. Now, with blue, obviously, there's going to be... This is where the best stuff is.
Unfortunately.
The first one I would say would be Omen of the Sea. It's what I consider to be one of the best blue draw spells right now, at least until the Core Set 2021 comes out, where there's that new draw spell that lets you draw 3 for 2 mana, which is crazy, but really good.
How much mana is Omen of the Sea?
2 mana. It's a 2 mana enchantment.
Oh, that's this thingy.
Yes. Alternatively, you could do Anticipate, but Omen of the Sea allows you to dig 2 and then draw a card. Then later on, you can sack it to scry if you need to. So I feel like it gives you so much, and it has flash. There's no reason not to use that particular card.
3 or 4?
3. Let's go with 3 for now. Now, the next card I would say would be Chemister's Insight, which is a 4 mana spell. It lets you draw 2 cards for 4 mana. This is, of course, me completely disregarding any counter spells that we would have picked up, such as Mystical Dispute, because you don't want to run a lot of counter spells, right?
Nah.
Okay, then yeah. Chemister's Insight, and you happen to have 2 already, which is fantastic. So you get the third one.
We have 2 slots left.
2 slots. That's not good because we got a lot of gold to dig through. So go
Cast
ahead
me.
and click gold.
What?
Click the gold. Okay. Now we got blue gold. Delicious. It's going to be your choice between Dovin's Veto and Absorb. Dovin's Veto is able to stop non-creature spells specifically, but Absorb is able to counter anything and gain you 3 life. They have very different uses. One, Dovin's Veto is like the final word in a counterspell war. It's like, you know what, forget you. You can't counter my counterspell. Or they can just counter the spell they were countering initially, but that's beside the point. Absorb, Absorb is counter any spell and then gain 3 life. So it's really your choice. Obviously, you already have the Veto, so that has its own bonuses as well. While the Absorb, you would need to use 3 rare cards. So it's your choice. You can even have both in there if you feel like it.
That's a tough one.
You could just put both in there right now.
I have a hollowed fountain.
Good job.
Yeah.
Okay, so you put those 3 in, and then those other 3 in. Then we move on. Well, we're actually still in white blue, I think. Yes, because there's still the best card in the game that we have to put in, and you must know what it is.
Where are we
Should
going?
be on the next page. Can you see him? He's in the middle of the thing, looking straight at you.
Oh.
Yes, we got to put 3 at least Teferis into the deck. Perfect. Now we're gonna go ahead and switch to the red multicolor spells now. Okay, perfect. So now we get to see red blue and we can see the red white. So we go to the next page and we get to is it this? Yeah, we get to the next counter spell that you might want to put in. Ionize. It's 1 red, 1 blue, 1 colorless. It's able to deal to 1 generic. It's able to deal 2 damage to the opponent and counter their spell for the mana that you pay into it. That's really up to you if you want to put that in. I'm not a huge fan of it. It's in the top row, the second to last.
Was having a bit of trouble there.
I noticed. What do you think of it?
Absorb is better.
Yes, Absorb I think is leagues better because it's able to put you ahead enough to be able to survive at least another hit from a tiny thing if you need to, or stop a big spell that's coming at you.
But this one's just quicker. It's not as mana intensive.
Exactly. So you could do both. You could do neither. It'd be really your choice between them. You could just add it in for now.
Yeah, we'll just add it in for now.
Okay.
We have 70 cards right now.
Let's go to red-white. You can just type the white, click the white symbol. That should get us there.
Okay, but why are we doing this?
Okay, now there's going to be 2 spells here. And there's 1. Let's just do 1 spell. There's no reason to worry about response.
Look at my cool style for Legion Guild Mage.
Now, next page. Your Sacred Foundry looks cool. So sacred. Okay. Perfect.
Deafening Clarion.
Yes, that is a must-have in the deck. Hands down.
What?
Go ahead.
Nahiri.
No. You have to resist it.
Haktos.
Resist it. Now, we're going to go back to white-blue.
Why would we do that?
Because we're almost done. Okay? Almost done, Joe. Go ahead.
We still need to get the cards out of here.
Let's get to the 6 mana cards. Oh, wait, this is good too. Inspired Ultimatum. Middle row, right to the right of the middle. There you go. For 7 mana, target player gains 5 life. So you target yourself first. Then deal 5 damage to any target. Then draw 5 cards.
Is this like my win con?
It's not so much a win con as it is just a really fun card to slap down to the table. Proverbial table. Then there's Rogrin Triumph, up and to the right of it. That is a must-have land in the deck. It's basically it is literally all your colors, not basically. Now, To the left, go ahead and go to the previous page. Okay, Dream Trawler, bottom right, farthest right corner. That is the card that blue mages use to win games. Whenever you draw a card, it gets +1/+0. When it attacks, you draw a card, and you can discard a card to give it hexproof. It taps, but that's basically irrelevant. In addition, it has lifelink, so it just has a bunch of stuff tacked onto it. Now you may notice that we
have 19 cards over.
way over cards. So go ahead and click Yorion.
Who?
The bottom row, third card. Yorion. Click it. Yes. How many cards below the limit are we?
We just need one more.
You would need one more. All that said, it's still only giving you 24 lands.
Yeah.
So you'd actually still need to take cards out. But this is basically everything that you would probably want to put into the deck. It covers pretty much everything, I'd say. And you'd just be cutting it from here to get to something more than likely a 60-card deck if you don't want to deal with Yorion. So go ahead and look at it and tell me what you think. Obviously, you're doing the lands. That's good. Steam vents are the ones missing.
So what should come out?
You can look at your. You can click the little bar graph at the top right corner to be able to. No, the bar graph. Like the one that looks like a radio. Remember when you hit? There you go. Yes, perfect. So right now we got 27 white, 28 red, and 30 blue. So everything is surprisingly close to each other, which I did not expect at all. You can also see that you have 24 instants in the deck and 9 sorceries. Basically no creatures except for the 4 Yadaros and the 3 Sphinx. So 9 planeswalkers, of course, meaning that the majority of the deck is instant sorcery, meaning that certain cards like the blue Narset and basically both Narsets and the Blitz, whatever super long name, those are all good. They're good cards to have in the deck. You'll be able to use what you have. So you might not need Shock to start us off with. You know, the one that's not needing a card.
On the what?
The one that didn't need a wild card to work. Okay, let's look at your more expensive spells. Because we got 4 mana, 4 mana, 4 mana, 5, 6, 7, 7. How do you feel about the Inspired Ultimatum?
I like it.
You like it?
Goes well with the Dream Trawler.
It's true, it does. Do you think we could cut it down?
Maybe run 2 of them?
I think 2 is wise. Now, at this point...
I'm not feeling the veto.
You don't like the veto? Okay, take the veto out. I'm going to veto that.
Meh.
Ha ha!
He has said the thing.
So, now you have all these different cards. How do you feel about Yorion?
I want to use it.
You want to use it. Okay, good. So, that means that we need to add in 8 lands. So, go down to your lands. You need to add steam vents, for sure.
Oh. I even have one.
Fantastic. Okay, so with the steam vents added in, go ahead and go to your mountain, click it twice. Click it 3 times. Delicious. Now, click the other 2 twice as well. Okay, go ahead and check how everything's looking on the deck. Like number-wise. They should all be 5.
We're still at 79.
Yeah, so that's why I want to check to see what color is the most dominant in the... So you click on the... Yes. Okay, so
blue.
Blue is still the most dominant color. Your choice is... Yeah, I'd say just add an island. If you do that, you now have an 80 card deck. Congratulations, Joe. You're a Yorion player. But that's a lot of things that you need to craft, technically. So then we would look at what sets they're all from. Monk farming.
We're gonna need to farm for this deck.
Farming, a man of your talents. We're this close to greatness. Okay, so prequel memes aside.
What?
It was a prequel meme. Now, what sets do you are most of those cards from?
I'm missing a lot of Ikoria.
That's true. You have basically no Ikoria. In addition to that, your mythic, your lone mythic, I think, is Narset, right?
Yeah.
Because the Inspired Ultimatum, I think, is just a normal rare. So
yeah, and so is the Triome.
So you could hit
and so
done
is
for
Yorion.
now. Yorion. So you could hit done. It'll say it's invalid and all sorts of stuff, but it's invalid. It's okay. So
It's okay. I am also invalid.
I am an invalid. So you can so go to the store and we'll
Here was the
figure out-
original Narset deck I had planned.
Okay, let's see it. Red blue. Interesting choice.
It was actually, I think, just the Planeswalker deck you and I designed.
Oh yeah. That was with the old Narset as the thing.
The focus. Yeah. Nothing much to see there.
Memories. That's what you see as memories. All alone in the moonlight.
Okay, well, this video is going kind of long anyway. Shall we play a game?
Yes, let's do that. In the next episode.
Alrighty, go catch you guys tomorrow.
With a match. So actually, you'll want to see it because not only will we be actually fighting each other, but we're also going to be playing a game.
What?